Good morning, all of you. Welcome to Science Online class. So today we will start discussing chapter 6, that is combustion and flame. So we see many materials or substances around us that can burn in air to produce heat and light. So such substances are called as combustible substances. For example, wood, coal, charcoal, kerosene, petrol, diesel, liquefied petroleum gas, that is LPG, compressed natural gas, that is CNG, and many more substances are combustible in nature. You see the pictures showing some combustible material that we use in our day-to-day life. So here is wood, then coal, then the cylinder filled with LPG gas that is used for cooking purpose, then kerosene that is used for lighting of lamps. Now the chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to produce heat is called combustion. So the substance which undergoes combustion is called combustible substance, or it is also called as a fuel. Sometimes light is also produced during combustion, either as a flame or as a glow. For example, candle when it burns, it produces flame, and when the coal burns, it simply glows. Now for combustion, air is necessary. So let us discuss some activities that are given in the test book first. So coming to the activity 6.1, where we need to prepare a table and list down the materials that are available around us, and then we need to classify them as combustible or non-combustible. So whatever materials that are listed, amongst them wood, paper, kerosene oil, straw, charcoal, and mastic, these are combustible, and iron nails, then stone piece and glass, these are non-combustible substances. Now one more activity is given, that is activity 6.2. So this is the activity that we need to conduct in order to show that air is or oxygen is necessary for combustion. So we need to fix a lighted candle on a table, then we need to put a chimney over the candle and rest it on few wooden blocks in such a way that air can enter the chimney. So here is the setup, where we see the candle, burning candle, and surrounding that is the chimney which is rested on a wooden block. So air can enter from below so that the candle can burn unaffected. Now in the next setup, that is setup B, the wooden blocks, when we remove them, so no oxygen or air is available from below, so the candle flickers and gives smoke. Then in third case, that is setup C, here one glass plate is kept on the upper opening of the chimney, so that no air is available either from below or from top. So in such a setup, the candle, it goes off, it stops burning because of unavailability of air or oxygen. So this activities shows that air or oxygen is necessary for combustion or for burning. So So coming to ignition temperature, it is the minimum temperature at which a substance catches fire and burns. So a substance will not catch the fire and burn if its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. So different substances have different ignition temperatures. For example, the ignition temperature of kerosene is less than the ignition temperature of wood. Substances which have very low ignition temperature and can easily catch fire with flame are called inflammable substances. So this include petrol, alcohol, LPG, CNG, etc. So the picture shows some of the inflammable substance. One is the gas cylinder that is filled with LPG is the inflammable substance that is used for cooking purpose. Then petrol that is used for vehicle. Then CNG is used to run autos. So coming to the condition necessary for combustion, so there are three conditions which are required for combustion to occur. So one is the availability of fuel. So without fuel, no combustion, of course. Then the second condition is availability of oxygen or supply of oxygen. There should be constant supply of oxygen for combustion to take place. And the third one is presence of heat to raise the temperature beyond the ignition temperature. So these are the three conditions you need to remember, condition necessary for combustion. One is availability of fuel, then availability of air or oxygen, or constant supply of air or oxygen, and the third one is the availability of heat, so that the ignition temperature is available for the fuel to burn. A substance will not burn without one or more of these conditions. So if any one of this condition is not available, then there will be no combustion taking place. For example, if there is no air available, so the substance will not burn or undergo combustion. So this is all about today's module, that is module 1 of chapter 6. Tomorrow we will take up module 2. So thanks for listening. Good day.